The mega textile push explained. In 2021, the town of Tirupur in Tamil Nadu exported 30,000 crores rupees worth of textile products. In 1985, it exported a mere 15 crores rupees. In short, Tirupur's textile sector has grown by a staggering 23% annually every year for the past 37 years. In fact, this growth story is so astounding that they now contribute over 50% of India's textile exports. And this got the government thinking, could it replicate Tirupur's success in other parts of India? So a year ago, the government decided to do something drastic. It announced plans to set up 7 mega textile parks across the country. Think huge factories encapsulating the entire garment value chain, from spinning yarn, weaving, dyeing, printing and manufacturing the final product, all in one place. The government called it the Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel Scheme and promised to set aside nearly 4,445 crores rupees to get this moving. It invited states to apply for the scheme, and it is now in the final stages of zeroing in on the first few beneficiaries. But wait, why is the government so keen on setting up mega parks for textiles, you ask? For starters, textiles matter. It contributes about 2% to the country's GDP. And as an industry, it is the second largest employer in the country, right after agriculture. And growing the textile industry could help solve the employment problem plaguing the country to some extent. But there is also the fact that India has lost its sheen when it comes to garment exports. Just a decade ago, India was the second largest exporter in the world. Now, our share of exports has fallen from 6% in FY10 to 4.2% in FY21. We have dropped in the rankings and we are at the 6th spot in the list of top garment exporters. So these mega textile parks are envisioned as a way for India to regain its former glory. But will it help? To understand that, we first need to understand what went wrong with India's textile industry. And there is really no better way to do it than to compare ourselves with our neighbor, Bangladesh. See, over the past decade, countries like Bangladesh have raced ahead in garment manufacturing. And they have done this primarily due to a lower cost structure. Look at labor, for instance. A couple of years ago, a report showed that the average monthly wage for a worker in India's garment factories stood at 10,000 rupees, while Bangladeshi workers only earned half that sum. This is an exploitative practice, but it also means that apparel companies would much rather ship textile products from Bangladesh as opposed to India. But it's not just about the cost structure. We lack on the productivity front as well. Indian workers produce 10 to 12 pieces of garments per shift. Workers in Bangladesh delivered nearly 20 pieces. Then you add other overheads. Power tariffs in India are 30–40% higher than that in Bangladesh. This also feeds into the final cost that garment manufacturers quote. There is also the cost of freight. For instance, this is how the typical textile value chain in India works. You have cotton that's primarily grown in Gujarat and Maharashtra, which is then sent to Tamil Nadu. Here, the cotton is spun and shipped back to processing units in Rajasthan. And then the processed fabric makes its way to factories in NCR, Bangalore, and Kolkata. And finally, export-ready products are packed and dispatched to the ports in Mumbai and Kandla. It's like in India too, with cotton crisscrossing every part of the country.